The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everybody, happy Wednesday. This is Neil Green again with you on the weekly webinar. Joining us you on GoToWebinar. Welcome. And welcome you guys from Facebook Live. As I said, Neil Green again with you on the weekly webinar, just like I've been doing for a lot of time every week on Wednesday, talking about the events of the same week. Welcome you guys on GoToWebinar, welcome you guys on Facebook. Today, we have a lot of things to talk about. You guys on Facebook, if you would like to join our next webinar, you can do it through the website. All you have to do, this is our homepage at fmfx.com. All you have to do is just to go here to our join our webinars, click on let's go, and put in your first name, last name, and your email. Of course, it's for free. And I'm here to give you all the information needed on the market in order for you to take good trades and make some money. We have some great opportunities this week, and let's go right ahead and start. So, let's put on the PowerPoint. You have a chat window, by the way. If you have any questions during the webinar, you guys on Facebook, you can just write a comment and I'll try to answer all your questions in between. And we have a busy week. So let's start. This week should be a very busy for traders, all right? Traders are recommended to prepare their trading accounts starting today, okay? A lot of things taking place in the market right now. The US market is open. You can trade on all stocks. The amount of assets to trade will be huge. They will cover assets, all asset types, currencies, commodities, stocks, and indices. Okay, this is a preview of what expected this week. First of all, Apple published its report yesterday. Okay, just for you to know, the EPS, we talked about it in past webinars, was higher than expected. We expected $2.02 per share. And on the quarterly, I'm talking about January, February, and March, okay, the quarterly. As you probably know, we talked about it on the two webinars actually. The earnings season takes place every quarter, which means every 3 months. All the big companies, corporations in the United States of America, they hand out the report from the past 3 months. And Apple right now, it's the technology, okay, the big technology stocks, the big technology companies that are hand out the reports. Apple published yesterday, even though the EPS was a bit higher than expected, we saw that everybody expected them to sell 52 million iPhones, and actually they sold 50.8 million iPhones, which is a bit worse than expected. And then Apple went down just a little bit. Okay, let me show you. Let's go to the MetaTrader and take a look on a daily chart. Apple. Okay, let's take a look on Apple. It's supposed to be here. Oh, this is Apple. This is a daily chart of Apple. You see here, right now, you can see the gap down here, okay? This is yesterday and this is today. Yesterday, Apple closed at the all-times high, okay, at 148, around $147 per stock, and it opened around 146, went down to 145. Okay, you can see it went down all the way, and right now it comes back up. This is a half an hour. Okay, the U.S. market was open 2 hours ago, and actually was an hour and a half ago. And then you can see the price of the stock went down after the bad report, but it wasn't so bad. So you can see it went down all the way to the support line here, and now starting to come back up. But still, the reason was less iPhones than expected, but the CEO of Apple said that the main reason for that is because they're going to have their 10th anniversary, and he talked about the fact that all the customers are waiting for the iPhone 8. So right now the sales of iPhone 7 went slow a little bit this quarter. Let's wait for the big event, and then Apple stock might keep going up. As you can see, this is a weekly chart, the highest point ever of Apple. So very interesting. I remember Apple at 90 something dollar per stock. Right now 145. Actually, all the stock market is going up like crazy in the past few days. So Apple published yesterday. Today we have Facebook and Tesla gonna report. We'll publish the reports today after market close. As you probably know, we never have reports during the trade, not to interrupt. All the reports are either before the day starts or after. So Tesla and Facebook are gonna report. Facebook is the last FANG. FANG we call the Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google company to report, the biggest technology companies in the United States. They will report today after market hours, which means that actually they traded at the highest point as well. The market right now is booming up. Take a look at this. Let's open the MetaTrader. I want to show you something. Let's take a look on Facebook. This is a weekly chart. You see, highest point ever today. Actually, a lot of people right now, Facebook is going down today. It went from $153 per stock to $151. And let me try to explain you why. As you can see, we have a huge uptrend. This is a daily chart, which means that each candle represents one day. Facebook is going up for a month. Here, this is a monthly chart. Okay, so on the daily chart, you can see as well, we have an uptrend. Facebook is always going up. More subscribers around the world, more commercial. They're doing a lot of things, and the stock is traded at 151. It was $153 per stock. It's a lot. Okay, today, you want to try to guess why it's going down today? Why the price of Facebook is? That's right. The main reason for that is because of the report today. Okay, the report today is going to be after hours, after the market hours, and all the people that bought Facebook here, they don't want to take any risks, so they're waiting to see what's going to be the report tonight and keep trading tomorrow according to the results. Okay, because think about it. If you bought Facebook at 120, okay, even if you had only $10,000 and you sold it at 150, okay, you made a lot of money. Okay, just to show you. Let's say I have what is it, $10,000 in my account. Let's take a small account just to explain. And I get leverage of 1 to 20. Sorry, let's do it again. $10,000 with a leverage of 1 to 20 means I can trade as if I had $200,000. When Facebook worth 120, I'm talking about here, not about long time ago. We're talking about the beginning of the year. Okay, I could buy around 1,700 stocks, and then the stock went up by $30 per stock, even more. Couldn't make more than $50,000 from the beginning of the year holding Facebook. Okay, so from 10 I could have $60,000. Today it's going down a little bit because of the report, but after the report, you can take a look on YouTube and our homepage at Facebook at fxfm.com and see on past webinars how we traded on how we trade during the earnings season, looking at the index, looking at the support and resistance levels, and looking at the specifics in the EPS itself. Okay, that's great. Tesla is going to report as well. Again, all times high. Tesla right now is traded. Woo! It's see, Tesla is going down as well because of the report. Nobody knows, but what's going to be in the report. But if we look at the daily chart, if we zoom out a little bit, you can see there's a huge uptrend, and Tesla right now is traded, wow, it's around $315 per stock. It's a lot for Tesla, but just for you to get, and the NASDAQ, okay, the index, the main index in the United States, that represents the 100 stocks with the highest value in the United States right now is traded at all times high, at around more than 5,600 points. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, so the market right now is booming up, and great opportunities to trade. Let's go back to the PowerPoint and keep going. So Apple published its report yesterday. Facebook and Tesla will publish the reports today after market close. Okay, so tomorrow, okay, when the US market will be open, it's going to be at 1:30 GMT time PM. You can trade. Facebook is the last FANG company to report, as we said. Tesla will report its expectations for the new Tesla 3, which is the new car sales. Okay, Tesla, what they do, they make electric cars. Their EPS was negative for for very long because of the fact that they were just searching for doing. They didn't actually sell cars. They were just, there was it's a startup company. Right now, they started to sell. They have positive EPS for the last reports. We're gonna see how many Tesla 3 they sold already. This is where the world is going right now. Cars without a driver. Cars should be ready in July, by the way. Both stocks, we're talking about Facebook and Tesla, should provide traders with strong opportunities. Both stocks trading close to record highs, as I showed you. Nasdaq index, as I showed you, trading at record high. So the market right now is up, a huge uptrend. Okay, traded very, very high, huge opportunities. If we're gonna have some more reports, it's gonna be supportive to this earnings season that started on March or at the beginning of April. We're gonna have huge opportunities, and we can buy stocks here. Okay, another event. This is why it's a busy week. A lot of events, a lot of opportunities. The market right now is traded. A lot of volume is going up. Federal Reserve rate decision will take place today, by the way, at 6 p.m. GMT time. I'm telling you the times by GMT since we have customers from all over the world, and I want you all to have the opportunity to see that. Federal Reserve rate decision will take place today at 6 p.m. GMT time. The rate is not expected to rise, which means it's going to be around, it's going to stay at 1%. You can find it on investing.com or Forex Factory. You see right now the interest rate decision. Sorry, it went all the way to Friday. Let's go back to today. Okay, interest rate decision today. You see 6 p.m. GMT time in the United States, supposed to be at 1%. If you look at the financial news, I want you to pay attention to what the Fed is going to do. If they're going to repurchase the bonds from the public, from the banks actually, or not. Because if they're going to stop repurchasing, what they did so far, they had $4 billion, the Fed Reserve, in reserve. This is why it's called the Fed Reserve, the Central Bank of the United States. If they're going to keep purchasing, okay, bonds, it's not good for the US dollar. But if they're going to stop or reduce the amount of bonds that are buying back from the banks, think about it. If they're going to buy less bonds, okay, they're going to have, the banks are going to have less or more. Right, if they're going to buy more, if they're going to repurchase, buy more bonds, all right, or less bonds, if they're going to buy less bonds, the banks are going to have more money. Less dollars, I'm sorry. Less dollars, which means the dollar is going to get stronger. So pay attention to this and pay attention to the reaction of the market itself, and you can see it on the statement itself. Okay, so supposedly it's going to stay at 1%. The easiest thing is just to look at the MetaTrader, the trading platform, and see where the US dollar is going. The rate is not expected to rise, as I said. Expectations for the rest of the year could generate strong trading opportunities. Asset to trade, of course, the US dollar, okay, and gold with an opposite correlation. You remember when US dollar is going up, gold, which is the parking lot of all currencies, especially the US dollar, is supposed to go down, and US banks are supposed to go very, very high correlated, of course, with the US dollar. So this is what happens today. On Friday, we have the NFP. The NFP will be released on Friday at 12:30 GMT time, PM. The NFP, the non-farm payroll, measures the number of new employees, new payrolls in the United States of America from last month, I'm sorry. This is very important for the President Donald Trump, since he's having a lot of problem with the Congress. All right, the thing is that he was talking at the beginning of the year, or when he started to be a president, on January 20th, about cutting taxes and government spending. Now the idea is, if he needed to get the money somewhere, you can't just cut taxes without getting the money from somewhere. So he tried to cancel. He tried a lot of moves. One of the major moves he tried was to cancel the Obamacare. If you remember, Barack Obama was talking about giving money to the public, helping with health cares. And if he can cancel that, then he can cut taxes. But the Congress right now is not going with him. And Trump needs a strong NFP, much higher than, 194,000 new payrolls, and unemployment rate to go down in order to, ask, can Donald Trump keep jobs coming in, to show the Congress that he's doing good, that the economy is going good, and trying to convince the Congress to go with him. Another good report could present some market relief and a stronger U.S. market. Of course, Trump needs a good report in order to gain popularity, as I said. Let me try, let's see the numbers themselves. Let's go to the NFP on Friday. You see, every first Friday of the month we have the NFP, May 5th. Numbers to beat, the NFP 194,000 new jobs. Okay, we want to see a number that is higher for that. It's going to be great for the US economy, great for the dollar, great for Donald Trump. Average hourly earnings higher than 0.3%, and unemployment rate lower than 4.6% is going to be great. Okay, good. All right, follow me. Let's go on. So we said the interest rate decision. We have Facebook and Tesla today. We have the NFP. On Sunday, we have the French elections on Sunday. We have two guys that can be the next presidents of France, Le Pen and Emmanuel Macron. Okay, Le Pen actually is very anti European Union, and he's pro. Now, why is this important? Because you remember what happened on the UK referendum. I don't know if you remember, on June 24th of 2016. We had a referendum in the United Kingdom. We had a huge surprise. 51% voted, let me show you the reaction of the market, voted for Brexit, British exit, okay, for the Britain to go out of the European Union. And the pound, take a look at the pound versus the US dollar. It was very interesting. Where are the currencies? Down here. Pound versus US dollar, daily chart. Let's go back to June 24th. This was the reaction, more than 11% down, okay, because of many reasons. The Brexit that took place because of immigration problems, regulation problems, a lot of political reasons. And when the British surprised all of us and they decided to leave, not be part of Europe, it didn't happen yet. It was just the referendum. The Prime Minister have decided to resign. And then Theresa May, she became the new president. And actually not a long time ago, and you can see it on the chart because the pound got stronger, you see, she didn't have enough power in the parliament, in the British parliament, in order to get the right condition for the Brexit, for the British people. So she decided to go to elections, which are going to take place on June 8th, to gain more power in the parliament, okay, so she could get out of the European Union, but with the right terms, okay, with the terms that the British would expect her to get. I'm not going to get into the points right now what they want, but just for you to know in general, and it was very supportive for the pound. Same thing is going to take place with the euro. Okay, if Le Pen is going to be elected, she doesn't want to be part of the European Union. Okay, she wants France for the French, and we might see a French Frexit. Okay, that's another term. We might see a Frexit. And then, of course, it's not going to be supportive for the euro. If Macron is going to be elected, he's very pro-European Union, and the euro will react to result together with the European Union stock market. Okay, so pay attention to this. Just to show you the last polls, I just found it now. As to now, we're talking about 61% for Emmanuel Macron and Marine Le Pen 39%. I would get euros now. All right, nice. Okay, any question, guys? Anything I didn't go through? And of course, good luck. Okay, don't forget to put your support and resistance lines before any trade you take. Okay, make sure you understand what are the highest and the lowest prices for each asset you want to trade on. And of course, if you have any more questions, you're more than welcome to email me. I would like to thank you for all the emails I received during the week. Please don't forget to contact your account managers to get more information for these events and take advantage of these events to make a lot of money. I would like to, do you have any questions, by the way? Anything you didn't understand you would like me to clarify, this is the time. All right. It was good. I'm happy. Okay. Thank you very much for participating, and hopefully see you here on next Wednesday. All right. Okay, mates. Thank you, and have a great one. Bye-bye.